Morning News on ABC 16. Medics rushed a 31-year-old man to the hospital after Pittsburgh police officers shot him. Authorities say the situation began as a domestic dispute between a man and a woman at a home. Police say when they arrived at the home, the man fired at officers. SWAT officers and medics were then called to the scene. According to the report, officers opened fire, striking the man in the abdomen. He's listed in critical condition. No one else was injured. The officer has been placed on administrative leave pending an investigation. This is a breaking story. I'll keep you updated with the latest.
And 2 weeks have passed since Anaya Blanchard was last seen. Authorities say the Alabama college student may be a victim of foul play, and they may have come across a lead in the investigation. John Lawrence tells us more.
A somber gathering on the Southern Union State Community College campus Wednesday as students and staff reflect on Anaya Blanchard. The 19-year-old, the stepdaughter of UFC heavyweight Walt Harris, hasn't been heard from since October 23rd.
It feels like there's a little empty spot.
We just gotta have faith.
Police found Blanchard's slightly damaged car in Montgomery, about an hour away from where she was seen 2 days earlier.
We've got a lot of areas to search. We know this is a process of elimination. We got a lot of things to eliminate, and hopefully we can help bring this to some type of a close.
The Auburn Police Division is trying to identify this man seen on this video surveillance. Authorities say he was in the same convenience store that Blanchard was in on the day she was last seen.
We're all praying that she gets back safe.
This case has led other young women on campus to be more cautious.
I started sharing my location with people. That way they know where I am all the time.
Me and my best friends share each other's location now, so I feel like it has changed the way we do things.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Of course, anyone with any information on Blanchard or the man in those photos, you're asked to contact authorities.
One person is dead and another is injured after an explosion in Birmingham, Alabama. Birmingham Fire and Rescue are investigating the explosion at this time. The explosion involved a parked van and caused damage to a neighboring home.
I heard a big boom, and all I see is a big blue ball of fire go up in the air. And I run out to the edge of the alley and I heard someone hollering, help me, somebody please help me. I look over here and there's a guy in the bushes burning it.
The home's carport is partially collapsed. 2 people were taken to the hospital where one died from their critical injuries. And let's head over to our website to a story that's trending this morning. A Macon man says someone stole a firearm out of his car while the vehicle was parked at a local restaurant. According to a report from the Bibb County Sheriff's Office, a man parked his car in the lot at Anderson's Diner. Anyone with information about this can call the Sheriff's Office at 478-751-7500 or Macon Regional Crime Stoppers at 478-742-2330.
Starting off your day, a big thing we're going to be looking at all across the area is clouds to be building on up. Now, that's not leading to any rain right now, but we will be seeing a better rain chances headed our way as we get into this afternoon. And I'll talk about that in just a moment, but I want to show you where the rain is right now. There's lots of it beginning to move across the Mississippi River from Lexington all the way over to Dallas. They are dealing with some rain, and some portions of Oklahoma are actually seeing some snow. Now, we're not going to be seeing that snow, but rain is expected to move in, at least the first round of it, later on this afternoon, and a lot this evening, and eventually ending overnight tonight. And as you can see right here, around 4 o'clock, you're going to start to see some of these smaller showers popping on up. So if you need to go out and walk your dog at any point during the afternoon, try to get it done earlier before this rain does move on in. Better rain chances will be here closer towards 7 or 8, but if you're living around Cordele, Americus, Montezuma, really south of I-16, there could be a few showers pushing in as early, or at least heavier showers pushing in as early as 7 o'clock. Now around 10 to midnight, that'll be our best chance of rain, and our last chance of rain will come around 3 or 4 in the morning. Now again, timing has changed up quite a bit with this system over the past few days. I can easily see some rain lasting until 5 or 6 a.m., but for the most part, it's all dependent on the speed of the front right now moving very quickly. I think a lot of us will be done by about 3 o'clock, and we're not going to be expecting any rain throughout the daytime tomorrow, but during the early morning, you will be seeing wet roads left over. Now again, we do need the rain. We have a slight drought going on, as you're going to see here in just a moment, and a lot of us could potentially see half an inch of rain as we get into today and tonight, which is going to help us out a lot, and none of it is expected to be any kind of severe weather. In fact, heavy rain is all we're going to be seeing. Maybe 1 or 2 weaker thunderstorms could push on in, but that heavier rain is going to be the bigger thing we're looking at out there as we get into this afternoon. There's going to be some periods of it that might be interfering with that commute home, so that is going to be something to watch. Now, like I was mentioning before, the drought is still still pretty widespread across the mid-state at the moment. We're seeing a couple spots still a 3 out of 5 on that scale, but a majority of us now down to a 2 out of 5. There's even some of us that have been taken out completely. Places like Eastman, Cordele, and Americus are all just about done with these drought-like conditions. And we're going to have an update for this for you over the next couple hours. Now, of course, over the next 10 days, more and more rain chances are going to pop up next week, and same thing with those cooler temperatures. I'm looking at both Saturday and Sunday to be quite a bit cooler as well, down to 59 and then 66 for Sunday. Monday, Tuesday are also looking like some pretty good days, and as you get into Friday morning, that rain should wrap up around 8 a.m. or so at the absolute latest, and then you're going to see more sunshine as we get into that afternoon. And now here's going to be a quick look at your fish and game forecast brought to you by Harrison's Body Shop. The best time for later today will be around 10 o'clock.
Well, the NBA is jumping on the cord-cutting bandwagon. Coming up, we'll tell you how to catch your favorite games all at your fingertips. So stick with us.
From the Terrorism Alert Desk in Washington, I'm Lindsay Mastis. Turkey says it's arrested the wife of deceased ISIS leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. It comes a day after these images were released, purportedly showing al-Baghdadi's sister, her husband, and daughter-in-law that were captured in Syria. Turkey calls the capture an intelligence gold mine and says it will help better protect Europe from terrorists. In a hearing on threats to the homeland, FBI Director Christopher Wray told senators the most lethal of recent attacks stem from hate.
A huge chunk of those domestic terrorism investigations involve racially motivated, violent, extremist motivated terrorist attacks. And the majority of those, of the racially motivated, violent, extremist attacks, are fueled by some kind of white supremacy.
Officials also say social media and encryption have allowed those like-minded individuals to connect. At the Terrorism Alert Desk in Washington, I'm Lindsay Mastis.